بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Math grade 9 Algebra 1. We are in Model 6, Lesson 2, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities. Solving Multi-Step Inequalities. Before we start in this lesson, we have from the previous lesson, some exercises. We want to continue. Want to continue the exercises. Last previous lesson we solved number 1, number 2, and number 3, number 4, and number 5. Number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, and number 10, and number 11. And I think we stopped here in number 14. So we'll start from this lesson, from this exercise. Solve each inequality, graph the solution on a number line. As you see, to solve this equality, always remember we want to keep the variable unknown in the same side. So we want to remove the number with the variable here. As you see, the number will be fraction. To remove the number, to remove the fraction, you can multiply by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of 1 over 5? Will be 5. So we can multiply the two sides by 5. So 5 times 1 over 5 will be 1. 1z means z greater than -4. So this is the inequality. The solution, the solution of this inequality z, such as z greater than -4. And we want to graph this inequality in the number line. Draw the number line, represents the 0 in the middle. They represent -4. So z greater than -4. Z greater than -4. So as you see, we don't have equal in the sign. So draw open circle, and the values of z greater than -4 means up than -4. -2, 3, -2, -1, 1, 2, 3, etc. means the direction will be to the positive side. The direction will be to the positive side. Okay, 1 minute, please. Okay, we will back. طيب, number 15, we have 3w greater than or equal -15. So to solve this inequality, we want to keep the variable alone. So we want to remove the number. So you can divide here by 3 and here by 3. So 3w divided by 3 will be w greater than or equal minus 15 divided by 3 will be minus 5. So the set of the solution w such as w greater than or equal minus 5, then we can draw the number line, determine 0, then determine the value here minus 5. Then as you see, we have equal in the sign, so we can draw shaded circle. Then the value of w greater than means to the opposite side. Okay, who has any question about the exercise 14 and 15? Do you have any question here? Are all ideas clear for you here?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want to from all to write number 16, then try to solve it, please. You have 3 minutes, then tell me what is the value of this inequality.
X greater than negative 8.
Repeat, please.
X greater than negative 8.
What is your name?
Maryam al-Muhiri.
Thank you, Mariam. Who has different answer?
The same as Maryam.
What is your name?
Shamma.
Thank you, Shamma. Okay, check with me, please. And as you see, this is the variable here. This is the variable here. We want to keep the variable alone. So we want to remove this number from the denominator. How to remove this number? We can multiply by the same number. Multiply here by negative 4 and multiply here by negative 4. So negative 4 times 2 will be negative 8. And always remember, when you multiply any inequality by negative number, switch the sign. Switch the sign. And here negative 4 divided by negative 4, 1 remains here x. So x greater than negative 8. So we can write the set of solution x such as x greater than negative 8. Thank you, Maryam. Thank you, Shamma. So if you want to graph this inequality, determine the 0 in the middle, then represent minus 8. Then as you see, we don't have equal in the sign, so draw open circle. Then x greater than means the direction to the positive side. Who has any question here? No questions? Fine. I want from all to try to solve number 17, please. Then tell me what is your answer. Start, please.
T greater than equal to negative 16.
Repeat, please.
T greater than equal to negative 16.
What is your name?
مريم المهيري.
Thank you, Mariam. Who has different answer? Okay, check with me, please. We want to keep the variable alone in the second side. So we want to remove negative 5. How to remove negative 5? You can divide the two sides by negative 5. So negative 5t divided by negative 5 will be t. And always remember, when you divide the inequalities by negative number, switch the sign. Then here you have negative 16. So the set of solution t such as t greater than or equal negative 16. Thank you, Mariam. So if you want to graph this inequality, we have the 0 in the middle here, the present negative 16, for example, here. And as you see in the sign, we have equals, means draw the shaded circle. Then t greater than or equal means the direction to the positive side. Who has any question in this exercise? Okay. طيب. For number 18, you can directly here divide by 6, divide by 6. 6b divided by 6 will be b, less than or equals. Negative 18 divided by 6 will be negative 3. So the set of solution b such as b less than or equal negative 3. And this is the graph of this inequality. Represent here minus 3, this is minus 3, for example. We have equals in the sign, so use a shaded circle. And v less than means the direction to the negative side. Now I want to from all to try to solve number 19, please. Then tell me what is the solution of this inequality. Start, please.
Y less than equal to 15.
15. What is your name? What is your name, please? Who has different answer?
Mr. Shamma's mic is lagging.
This is Shamma for Shamma.
Yes, this is for Shamma.
Okay. Who has different answer? Type check with me, please. We want to remove this fraction to keep the variable alone. How to remove this fraction? Multiply by the reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of negative 1 over 3 will be negative 3. So multiply the two sides by negative 3. So negative 5 times negative 3 will be 15. And always remember, when you multiply by negative, switch the sign of the inequality. And here, negative 1 over 3 times negative 3 will be 1. So you have here y. So the set of the solution, y such as y greater than, less than, sorry, y less than or equal 15. And the graph, this is 0 here. For example, this is 15. And we have here equal in the sign, so use shaded circle. And the direction y less than is the direction to the negative side. Who has any question about this idea? Thank you, Shamma. Who has any question about this idea? Right, the last exercise here, we want to keep u alone. So we want to remove negative 3 from here. So we can divide here by negative 3, and we can divide here by negative 3. So negative 27 divided by negative 3 will be 9. And always remember, when you divide by negative number, switch the sign. Negative 3 divided by negative 3, 1 u means u. So the set of the solution, u such as u less than 9. So the graph here, this is here the 0, this is here 9. We don't have sign equal in the sign, so use open circle. Then u less than means the direction to the negative side. Who has any question about this extra practice? Are all ideas clear for you? No questions? Okay. So the second lesson, solving multi-step inequalities. We want to learn in this lesson solving inequalities involving more than one step. Step 1, isolate the variable terms on one side of the inequality using addition or subtraction. Step 2, multiply or divide to isolate the variable. For example, we have here word problem. We want to write the inequality from the word problem. Susie wants to self-publish her coming book on a printing company offers to publish the book for $220. This is a flat rate. This is flat rate. So you can create table. The first row here, the words. So the first information we have flat rate 220. Then as you see here we have a plus. So we can write here plus $3 per copy. So we can write here 3 per copy of the book. Here maximum budget means is at most. This is the meaning of the maximum. Will be $400. Now we can translate to write the inequality 220 plus 3 per copy. We can represent the variable x, so we can write 3x. At most means less than or equal. At most means less than or equal the greatest value here, because the maximum budget 400. So the inequality will be 220 plus 3x less than or equal 400. The second step, we want to solve this inequality. To solve this inequality, we can subtract 220 from the two sides. 400 minus 220 will be 180. Then we can divide the two sides by 3. 3x divided by 3 will be x. 180 divided by 3 will be 60. So the set of solution x less than or equal 60 means Susie can have up to 60 books printed while not exceeding her budget. The second example here, Jamal has $40 to buy tickets to a performance for himself and his friends. If he buy a $10 membership, he can buy tickets for $5 each. How many tickets can he buy while remaining within his budget? So from this word problem, we want to write the inequality. So we want to represent the variable if x represents the number of tickets. So the Jamal purchases. So we want to write the inequality now that represents the situation. So as you see here, we have 10 membership plus 5 each. 5 each means we don't know the number. So the number of tickets x. So we can write 5, the price, times the number, 5x. So 10 plus 5x. This is, as you see here, how many tickets can be buy while remaining within his budget. And here, if buy 10, he can buy tickets for 40. As you see here, 40, Jamal has 40 to buy tickets to a performance. So this is the large number, this is the big number. So the sum will be less than or equal 40. Less than or equal 40. So this is the inequality. Then we want to solve this inequality. How to solve this inequality? We can subtract 10 from the two sides. 40 minus 10 will be 30. So 5x less than or equal 30. Then we can divide by 5. 30 divided by 5 will be 6. So x less than or equal 6. Right. The third example. Consider the inequality, the opposite of a number. We don't know the number, so we can represent the number any variable. For example, x. For example, x. What the meaning of opposite of x means negative x. Opposite of x means negative x. Divided by 2, this is divided by 2. So means negative x over 2. Minus, this is minus 17 is less than, this is less than 7. So this is the equality. So the first step, translate the sentence into an equality. The second step, solve the inequality. How to solve this inequality? At the first, remove negative 17. So we can add the inverse of negative 17 plus 17 here and the plus 17 here. Negative 17 plus 17 will be 0, remains here negative x over 2, and 7 plus 17 will be 24. Then we can multiply the two sides by 2 to remove the 2 from the denominator here. Minus x over 2 times 2 will be minus x, and 24 times 2 will be 48. Then we can multiply by negative to keep the variable alone. Negative x times negative 1 will be x. And always remember, when you multiply the inequality by negative, switch the sign. And here negative times 48 will be negative 4. So the set of the solution x greater than negative 4. And when you want to draw the number line, then represent negative 48. We don't have equal in the sign, so draw open circle. Then x greater than means the direction go to the positive side. And in this example, solve the inequality. We have here 4 multiplied between parentheses 2x minus 11 less than or equal negative 12 plus 2 multiplied between parentheses x minus 4. Then graph the solution on a number line. To solve this inequality, we want to use the distributive property. So we can multiply here 4 times 2 will be 8x. 4 minus 11 would be minus 44. Less than or equal negative 12 plus. Also here we can use distributive property. 2 times x will be 2x. Then 2 times negative 4 will be negative 8. Then we can prepare this inequality. As you see in the first side, you can rewrite the same first side. 8x minus 44 is less than or equal. And here we can add the like terms. Minus 12 and minus 8 will be minus 20 plus 2x. Then we can remove minus 44 from the side. So add to the two sides 44. Minus 44 plus 44 will be 0. Remains here 8x less than or equal. We have here 44 and minus 20 will be 24 plus 2x. Then we can, here we have 8x and here we have 2x. We can remove 2x from the side. So you can subtract 2x from the two sides. 8x minus 2x will be 6x. And here 2x minus 2x will be 0, remains 24. Then you can divide the two sides by 6. 6x divided by 6 will be x less than or equal 24 divided by 6 will be 4. So the set of solution x less than or equal 4. Then we can graph this inequality. We can draw the number line. Then represent 4. Then as you see, you have equal in the sign. So we can draw shaded circle. Then x less than means the direction go to the negative sign. Like, who has any question about this exercises, about this idea? Are all ideas clear for you? Right. Now we have this example, 88 greater than or equal minus 33 plus 11 multiply between parentheses x plus 8. We want to solve this inequality and to graph this inequality. So how to solve this inequality? Rewrite the first side in this inequality. And in the second side here, we have here negative 33. Then we have here distributive property. We can multiply 11 times x will be 11x. Then 11 times 8 will be 88. Then we can add the like terms in the second side. So rewrite the first side, 88. And here, negative 33 plus 88 will be 55. Plus 11x. Then we can remove the number here to keep the variable alone. We want to remove 55, so you can subtract 55 from the two sides. So 55 and minus 55, 0. It means here 11x less than or equals. Minus 55 plus 88 will be 33. So we want to remove 11 to keep the variable alone here. We can divide by 11 here and divide by 11 here. So it means here x less than or equal 33 divided by 11 will be 3. So the solution of this inequality, x less than or equal 3, and the set of solution x such as x less than or equal 3. And the graph of this inequality represent 3. And as you see, you have in the sign equals means 3 include in this value, so draw shaded circle. Then x less than means the solution go to the negative side. Okay, who has any question about this idea, about this lesson? Are all ideas clear for all, please? No questions? Sure, girls, no questions? Are all ideas clear for you? Okay. Right, let us to take attendance. Today, inshallah, I will send to you the homework. I want from all to solve this homework, then resend the homework in the Teams, and tomorrow, inshallah, I will check your homework and we will solve it together. Do you have any question? Okay, so this is our video for today. Thank you for your listening. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow, inshallah. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.